Selling a home in the United States isn't just a legal transaction, it's a theatrical performance. In American real estate culture, there's a crucial term, staging. It means preparing the stage. When a buyer pulls up to your house, their brain makes a verdict in a split second. And that verdict isn't based on the strength of the foundation, it's based on emotion. The American buyer is one of the most pampered in the world. They aren't looking for walls, they're looking for a dream. Most people in the US want to buy a home in move-in ready condition. This means they want to bring their boxes in and sleep in a perfect, clean bedroom that very same night without thinking about repairs. If there are extra things left in your house or yard, they're working against you. Every forgotten item is visual noise shouting to the buyer, "It's cramped here, it's old, there's work to do." For every such shout, the buyer subconsciously subtracts thousands of dollars from your price. Today, we will break down the 10 critical things you must remove from your home and property right now. By doing this, you won't just sell faster, you will make your home look significantly more expensive to any American buyer. 1. Religious, political, and overly personal symbols. The first thing to understand is your house is no longer yours. From the moment you list it for sale, it belongs to the market. A huge mistake is leaving flags with political slogans, religious symbols, or specific decor in the yard or on the walls. America is a country of immense diversity. As soon as a buyer sees a symbol they disagree with, they stop looking at the quality of the kitchen, they start arguing with you in their head. You've lost them emotionally. Remove the garden gnomes, remove the signs, remove everything that speaks of your personal beliefs. The yard and house should be a blank canvas where anyone feels comfortable regardless of their views. 2. Old playgrounds and trampolines. Many homeowners think, "Oh, I'll leave this wooden playset. It's a plus for a family with kids." No, it's not. First, wood darkens and rots over time. An old playground looks like a burden the new owner will have to dismantle and haul away. Second, in the US, trampolines and playsets are matters of legal liability and insurance. A buyer doesn't see joy, they see a potential child injury and a lawsuit. But most importantly, space. Bulky structures eat up the yard. When you remove a trampoline, your backyard suddenly doubles in size. Americans love space. Let them see their future perfect lawn, not your old playground. 3. Visible trash bins and utility clutter. Nothing kills curb appeal, the attractiveness of a house from the street, like giant plastic trash bins sitting right at the entrance or on the side of the house in plain view. It's a reminder of chores, dirt, and smells. The same goes for garden hoses left in a heap, old bags of mulch, or rusty tools leaning against the garage wall. All of this must be hidden. Buy special enclosures for the bins or hide them behind a decorative screen. Roll up the hoses. The American buyer wants to see a facade that looks like a magazine cover. Clean lines are a sign that the house was well maintained. If an owner can't hide a trash bin, the buyer assumes they probably didn't fix the roof either. 4. Family photos and diplomas. This is rule number 1 in professional staging. Depersonalize. When your wedding photos are on the mantle and portraits of your kids are on the walls, the buyer feels like an intruder. They walk into a room and feel like they don't belong. They can't imagine their photos hanging on that wall. Instead, they start looking at you. "Ah, what an interesting family. Where did they go on vacation?" At that moment, the sale stops. The buyer should be studying the layout and the light, not your biography. Take down all diplomas, awards, and personal shots. Replace them with neutral art, or leave the walls empty. The house should look like a luxury hotel suite, cozy, but belonging to no one. 5. Bulky and dark curtains. Light is literally money in American real estate. Americans are obsessed with natural light. In their mind, a bright house equals an expensive house. If you have heavy curtains, multi-layered lace, or dark drapes, take them down immediately. They don't just block light, they visually shrink the room. In the US, popular window treatments either open the window completely or look very sleek, like white wooden shutters or light Roman shades. Remove everything extra, wash the windows until they sparkle, and you'll be surprised how much more expensive your living room looks. 6.
Old carpet. Carpeting is perhaps the most controversial element of an American home. If your carpet is more than 5 years old, or if it has traffic patterns or, God forbid, stains, it must go. To a modern buyer, an old carpet is a giant sponge that has absorbed dust, allergens, and someone else's DNA. It's the first thing they'll want to replace. If you leave an old carpet, the buyer will subtract the cost of replacing the floors in the entire house from the price, often at the highest rates. Sometimes it's better to rip up the carpet and show the concrete or subfloor, offering a flooring credit, than to leave a dirty carpet. Better yet, replace it with affordable but modern LVP, luxury vinyl plank. It's an investment that pays off instantly. Overstuffed closets and storage. In America, closets are sacred. Buyers will open every single door in your house, and if they open a pantry or a bedroom closet and see a mountain of things about to fall out, they will conclude there isn't enough storage space in this house. Even if your house is huge, stuffed closets create a feeling of crampedness. Your task is the 50% rule. Remove exactly half of the items from all closets. Leave empty space on the shelves. When a buyer sees a half-empty wardrobe, their subconscious whispers, "Look how much space is here. All my things will fit and there will still be room to spare." Empty space in closets sells square footage. 8. Small appliances on kitchen countertops. The kitchen is the heart of the home and its most expensive part. Every square inch of the countertop has a price. If your counter is covered with a toaster, coffee maker, blender, knife block, and dish rack, you are stealing money from yourself. It creates visual chaos. Remove everything. Leave the countertops absolutely empty. Okay, you can leave one high-end espresso machine if it looks like a piece of art. Everything else goes in a drawer. When surfaces are clear, the kitchen looks bigger, more modern, and more expensive. And don't forget the fridge. Remove every single magnet, note, and drawing. The fridge should be a clean, gleaming surface. 9. Signs of pets. We all love our pets, but for the sake of the sale, they shouldn't exist. To a buyer, dog in the house means smell, hair, and scratched floors. You might not smell your beloved retriever. You're used to it, but a buyer will smell it the moment they cross the threshold. Hide the bowls, beds, litter boxes, and toys during showings. Do a deep furniture clean. If possible, have the pet stay with relatives during the listing period. Your goal is for the buyer not even to suspect that animals lived here. Clean air is expensive air. 10. Outdated textures and popcorn ceilings. If your house hasn't been updated in 20 to 30 years, you likely have popcorn ceilings or old floral wallpaper. In the US, these are the primary markers of a cheap old home. Americans hate popcorn ceilings. They are associated with asbestos and are impossible to clean. Wallpaper is also seen as a massive problem because it's hard to remove. Spend the time or money to scrape the ceiling smooth and repaint the walls in one neutral color throughout the house. Right now, warm grays or sophisticated beiges, the famous gris, are on trend. It makes the interior feel cohesive. When the whole house is painted in one modern color, it looks like a new house even if it's 50 years old. Conclusion. Did you notice the common thread? All these points lead to one goal: simplification and purification. Selling a house to an American is selling freedom from problems. When you remove clutter, personal items, and signs of wear, you're telling the buyer this house is perfect. You don't need to do anything here, just live and enjoy. Many of these steps cost you nothing but time for cleaning, but it is these free actions that bring the biggest profit. Remember, Americans buy with their eyes. Clear their vision of necessary details, show them the space, the light, and the possibilities. Then, the price you get in the end will exceed all your expectations. Good luck with your sale.